Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at 7 most reliable new mid-sized SUVs. Number 7. Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot, the SUV that's been given a fresh makeover for this year. You got a 3.5-liter V6 engine with 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Plus, it's got a 10-speed automatic transmission with shift-by-wire and paddle shifters. And you can choose between front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, depending on your driving style. Now let's talk features. You get LED headlights, a rear-view camera, a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility as standard goodies. The Honda Pilot's got a roomy cabin, where even your tall friends won't feel cramped in the back. And hey, it's got a decent muscle with a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. On the gas front, it's not too shabby either, giving you 20 miles per gallon in the city and a cool 27 on the highway. Plus, it's got more storage space than you can shake a stick at: 16.5 cubic feet behind the third row, 46 behind the second, and a whopping 84 if you fold down all the seats. So plenty of room for all your gear, or maybe even a surprise Costco run. So in a nutshell, the 2023 Honda Pilot is a sleek, spacious SUV with a V6 engine, offering loads of standard and optional features. Number 6. Ford Edge. The Ford Edge is like the Swiss Army knife of midsize SUVs. Practical, tech-savvy, and surprisingly comfy. This SUV is all about spaciousness and tech wizardry. It's the kind of vehicle that makes your ride so comfortable you might just want to take the long way home. And if you're eyeing the 2023 Ford Edge ST SUV, you're in for a treat. It's packing a 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost engine and some fancy SD-bolstered bucket seats, with city silver stitching and embossing. But wait, there's more. The 2024 Ford Edge Southeast SUV is like a tech playground on wheels with its Ford Co-Pilot 360 goodies. The Ford Edge lineup has something for everyone, with different trims offering their own flavor of spectacular. And did we mention the Edge's roomy and tech-packed interior, comfortable ride, and solid performance? Now, not everything's perfect in Edgeland. Standard models might have a bit of a wobbly handling, and the 4-cylinder's fuel economy isn't winning any awards. Oh, and in case you didn't know, the Ford Edge and the Lincoln MKX are like distant cousins on the road, sharing that Ford CD3 platform. Number 5. Mazda CX90. The Mazda CX90 is the hot new 3-row SUV that's here to steal the spotlight from the outgoing CX9. While we're still waiting on the official dimensions, rest assured, it's going to offer a roomy interior, just like its predecessor. What makes the CX90 stand out? Well, it's packing standard all-wheel drive, some fancy suspension tech, and a layout that's all about giving you tons of space to stretch out and have some driving fun. Now let's talk looks. Mazda's code of design language is at it again, making sure this SUV is not just a joy to drive, but also a sight to behold. They've thrown in some new styling tricks to keep it looking modern and artsy. The CX90 is getting a plug-in hybrid powertrain, and if that's not your speed, there's also an inline-6 engine in the mix. And for those who like to tinker with their driving experience, the Mazda MyDrive system lets you play around with drive modes. So get ready to rev up your new year with this Mazda masterpiece. Number 4. Acura MDX. The Acura MDX is like the James Bond of SUVs. Sleek, powerful, and ready for action. It's got those sharp lines and a front grille that means business. And hey, it comes in some fancy colors too, like platinum white pearl and performance red pearl. This bad boy packs a 290 horsepower punch with its 3-liter direct injection DOHC IVTEC V6 engine. And it's got a 10-speed automatic transmission that shifts faster than you can say zoom. When it comes to handling, this MDX isn't messing around. It's got a double wishbone front suspension that makes cornering feel like a breeze. Adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and automatic emergency braking are all part of the package. You'll feel like you've got a personal bodyguard on board. Inside, you'll be sitting on supple leather-trimmed seats, basking in the glow of a panoramic moonroof, and controlling the universe with a 12-inch infotainment display. It's roomy too, so your passengers won't be complaining about legroom or headroom anytime soon. So summing it up, the Acura MDX is a head-turner with some serious oomph. Sure, it might not have the fanciest cabin in town, But who needs that when you've got this kind of performance and handling at your fingertips? Number 3. Toyota Venza. The Toyota Venza is basically a mid-size SUV that runs on a hybrid engine, giving you a decent 219 horsepower. It's got 4 different versions to choose from, and you can jazz them up with various packages. But be ready to shell out some cash for those upgrades. Now about the looks, the Venza's got some style with its trick electrochromic panoramic roof. It's like a sunroof that's extra fancy. Now what makes this Venza cool? It's all about tech and style. You've got this snazzy digital gauge cluster right in front of you, showing all the important stuff while making the interior look fancy. Start the engine, lock or unlock your doors, and even track down your ride. All from your gadget. It's like having a high-tech sidekick. But wait, there's more. Toyota throws in a 10-year emergency SOS assistance and 24/7 roadside assistance deal, so you'll feel like you've got a guardian angel riding shotgun. When it comes to practicality and bang for your buck, the Venza falls a bit behind its SUV buddies in the 2-row midsize club. It's also a bit tight on space, so if you're packing a crew, keep that in mind. In a nutshell, the 2023 Toyota Venza is a hybrid SUV packed with tech and style. It's like the James Bond of cars with its remote control tricks and safety perks. Number 2. Hyundai Santa Fe. The Hyundai Santa Fe is like the SUV with a personality. It's got this fierce front grille and up to 281 horsepower under the exterior. Now let's talk trims. You've got your base trim, which already comes with cool stuff like wireless Apple CarPlay, an 8-inch touchscreen, LED headlights, and snazzy 18-inch wheels. But if you're feeling a bit more adventurous, there's the balanced trim, which packs even more punch. Underneath all that style, it's got a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, dishing out 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. Paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, it's a smooth operator. Now let's talk tech. This Santa Fe is like your personal tech guru. You've got the Hyundai Digital Key, which lets you use your Android smartphone to unlock doors and fire up the engine. All in all, the 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe is the compact SUV that's got it all: style, tech, and performance. Number 1. Honda Passport. The 2023 Honda Passport is your trusty midsize SUV buddy. Under its exterior, you'll find a 3.5-liter V6 engine churning out a respectable 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Now let's talk about grip and glide. It's got a torque-vectoring all-wheel drive system and some fancy independent suspension to keep your ride smooth. Well, behind the second row, you've got 41 cubic feet of cargo space. But if you're feeling a bit ambitious and ready to play SUV Tetris, you can expand that to a whopping 50.5 cubic feet. Now it's no featherweight, tipping the scales at 4,200 pounds. But it's got some tech wizardry up its sleeves. Honda sensing technology is on board, offering up goodies like collision mitigation braking system, road departure mitigation system, and lane departure warning. And don't worry about those pesky blind spots. The Passport's got you covered with its blind spot information system and a rear cross traffic monitor. To sum it up, the 2023 Honda Passport is like your reliable all-rounder buddy. It won't break any land speed records, but it's got the space, tech, and style to make your everyday adventures a breeze. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, then make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.